I wanted to visit the most colorful city in Italy, and well, this is just crazy. Hi everyone, and welcome to this new vlog. I'm now in Venice. As you can see, this is San Marco Square, the main square in Venice. And today I'm going to take you to the most colorful city in Italy. It's not here in Venice, it's on an island that is around 45 minutes by boat from here. And I've never been there, so I'm very curious to see how it looks like. So follow me in this new adventure. This is actually my second time in Venice. First time I was with school, and honestly I don't really remember much about it. So I decided to come here a second time and to explore a bit better this beautiful city, very unique. I made a few videos about Venice, so if you want to watch them, you can check my Instagram. You can check this is my handle, and yeah, follow me there for other content. The island we are going to visit is called Burano. That is often confused with the other island that has a similar name, that is Murano. Both islands they are close to each other, but they are actually different. So Burano is famous for its colored buildings, while Murano, the island of Murano, is famous for the glass making. So yeah, many people confuse them, but they are two different places with two different features. So today we are going to Burano. I'm telling you something, the weather here in Venice is just fantastic. It's so beautiful, so sunny, as you can see. And yeah, and it makes things even more beautiful here. And it's very hot. So I'm very glad that I came to Venice during these days. In order to reach the island of Burano, we need to take one boat that is called the Vaporetto, and there are several stops in Venice where you can take it. This is one of them, and it's very close to San Marco Square. It costs €9.50 one way, but since we are going to go also to the island of Murano, so Murano, then from Murano to Burano, and then all the way back to Venice, then the best way, the cheapest way actually to travel with this boat, with the Vaporetto, is to buy the 24 hours ticket that costs €25. So with €25 we don't have to think about anymore about the tickets. We buy just this ticket and we are good for the whole day. Let's go. Salve, buonasera. Vorrei un ticket, quello di 24 ore.
Uno?
Uno, sì.
25.
Sì. Posso pagare con carta? Ok, e per andare a Burano posso partire da qua?
Piazza Tre Ponti, linea 14.
Linea 14, com'è il nome della fermata?
Pietà.
Pietà, ok, grazie mille. And we got the ticket. Now we need to go to the stop. Actually, I thought this was the stop, but we need to go a little bit further. So we are just arrived at the island of Murano, but this is not the final stop. We now need to find the stop for the boat that will take us to Burano. So let's see if I can find it. I wish I could explore Murano as well, but I have very limited time. So for this time I want to focus on Burano. But one thing that I want to say about Murano is that, as I mentioned it before, this town is very famous for the glass. It's called the Vetro di Murano. That means Murano glass, and they have like different type of pieces of like they craft amazing artworks using this glass that is colored, and it looks really nice. It's really beautiful. So this is the thing why Murano is famous for. Basically the other stop is on this side, on the other side of the river, and I need to find a way to go there. Hopefully I will find some bridge. I'm not gonna lie, I told you that I couldn't stay here because of limited time, but honestly the stops are so far from each other that I'm basically walking the whole Murano to get to the next stop. So yeah, anyway, I'm visiting a new town, so it's never a bad thing, no? And we got even an Hyatt hotel here. We are now at the stop, waiting for the boat. And we are finally here in Burano. We made it to our final destination, so let's start to explore this town. Honestly, I don't travel a lot in Italy. I travel more abroad, and I think now it's time to explore a little bit more what Italy has to offer, because I'm really surprised by. I was really surprised by Venice. I mean, I was there when I was with school, but of course it's different. And now I realize how unique is the city compared to the other cities I visited in other countries. So yeah, Italy has definitely a lot of beautiful things to offer, and I'm glad that I decided to come to Venice and now to Burano to explore these Italian gems and showing them to you. By the way, we already start to see some colors here. I wanted to visit the most colorful city in Italy, and well, this is just crazy. Burano is one of the many islands that surround Venice, and it's famous, yeah, for its colorful houses. So the question is, why are these houses so colorful? And there are two legends that explain this. Meanwhile, it's just like so crazy the colors there's. I mean, I've been to other cities, other towns that have colored buildings, but here, like, yeah, it's really so cool. It's really cool. The first legend regards the fisherman and fog. So, according to this legend, Burano inhabitants they decided to paint their homes, their buildings, their houses, so the fishermen could identify them when they were returning from their activity during a fog. So in this way, with bright colors, it would be easier. It would have been easier for them to find their home. That's the first legend. And yeah, second legend is later. I don't know if you notice over there, it's slightly inclined, the tower. Did you think that the only leaning tower in Italy is in Pisa? Not at all. There are actually several leaning towers in Italy, and one of them is exactly here in Burano, and this is behind me, the Saint Martin's Church bell tower. It was built like long ago in the 16th century, but since then, already in the construction phase, it was having issues because the soil, the area where it's built, because of the lagoon, it wasn't really solid, and yeah, so that's why it's leaning, and it has been like this for 200 years now. I mean, I've been to other towns cities that are pretty colorful. But I have to say that Burano has really bright colors. The buildings here are very bright, and the buildings have also unique colors like or purple, it was like pink or purple, and yeah, and they are homes, and yeah, that's really unique and very beautiful to see. And with such weather, I feel like I'm very lucky that I was able to come here with such a perfect weather, sunny, and the colors shine even more. Here is another perspective where you can see that the tower is leaning. And the second reason, the second legend that explains the reason why the buildings here are so colorful, is says that basically back then the families living here in Burano decided to use colors to identify themselves in order to separate them from the other families. So it was like a sort of identification code. And also, according always to this legend, there were several family names that were the same, and this also was like with colors, it was easier for them to understand, like to separate themselves. So yeah, these are the two legends around the colorful houses of Burano. And nowadays the people that want to like the owner of the new buildings, they decide to paint their home. The only thing is that they need to kind of send a request to the government, and they have like specific colors that they can choose from, specific for their area. So based on the areas where the home is located, they have a specific colors they can choose from. And another feature is also that Burano is very green, much greener than Venice. Yeah, that's actually one thing that Venice is missing, and it's like green areas. You can find them. You can really find them in Venice. Yeah, there are like small squares, and you can find some green spaces here and there, but not really like not a green area like as you might think of. And here in Burano they have them, so it's very nice. It's a beautiful contrast to see all these colorful houses, and then on the side you have a green areas, green parks. Yeah, really beautiful. Alright, my time in Burano is over. It's time to head back to Venice. It was a very wonderful afternoon here. Very quiet, very peaceful, very chill. And I honestly really recommend you to come here if you visit Venice. It's again, it's just 45 minutes with the boat. Make sure to take the ticket, the 24 hours ticket that costs 25 euros. And in this way you can come and go back and with just one ticket without having to purchase multiple tickets. And yeah, with that being said, if you want to see my videos about Venice, then check out my Instagram. You can find the handle here somewhere and also in the description below. And also make sure to follow me also on Substack. I made like an account a few months ago there, and I'm writing articles every Sunday. Like I'm publishing articles every Sunday about hotel and hostels reviews, and also about my personal travel stories that I never shared before. So yeah, you will find again the link in the description below. And with that being said, if it's the first time that you are watching this video, then thanks for watching it. And if you want to see more of this content, then just subscribe. I'm Rami, and I'm just sharing my adventures around the world. With that being said, I will see you in the next vlog. Peace.